Did I actually make it? That's the question. Are we actually on the air? Let's find out. So testing 1, 2. Wow, what a crazy hardware shortage we had today. Thank you for being patient while I get the show launched. So I'm glad you're here. But yeah, it's been stressful behind the scenes trying to get this show launched and off the air or on the air. And we're going to adjust that ever so slightly. There we go. All right. What a crazy afternoon. And I think my camera's crooked. And wow. Okay. All right. So I think we are still crooked. Am I leaning off to the side with the camera being a little? I think I just tilted myself to the opposite side. Okay. All right. Then here we go. Okay, welcome to the show. We're going to be covering all things internet business. We're going to be talking about how to use AI and a lot of really impressive technology to bring money in the door. That is what the show is about. And if you don't know me, my name is Bill McIntosh, just like the channel says. And I've been doing this a while. I've been building businesses on the internet for going on over 2 decades. Excuse me. And allergies going crazy to boot. So I've been doing this for over 2 decades, and I have been lucky enough to create several pretty successful businesses and have created over $100 million in revenue over those years with those businesses. And now it's my mission to help you with your business. So whether you're starting a brand new business, whether you're just trying to figure out how do you get something going to generate some additional income, maybe a side hustle or a brand new internet business, or maybe you've already got a business and you want to take it to the next level. Well, it's my mission to help you with this very show right here. And one of my biggest projects right now is with the company called Push Button AI. And they're sort of the unofficial sponsor. It's one of my companies, and it's sort of the unofficial sponsor of today's show. And we'll talk more about Push Button AI in just a little bit. In fact, depending on how things go, I'm waiting for the go-ahead behind the scenes. I might be able to show you a couple of brand new features that we're releasing. So I'm waiting for the green light behind the scenes to actually show you. There are two powerful features that we are pushing to Push Button AI that I think all of our customers are going to love. And I'll bet we have a bunch of you here. So who here is already a customer of Push Button AI? Give me a big me. Go me. Maybe some exclamation points. Who here is already a customer of Push Button AI? And if not, then say not yet. I think anybody who wants to build an income online should be a customer of Push Button AI one way or another. And yeah, there we go. Now I see the me's coming in. Awesome. Okay, good. Lots of me's. Good. And a couple not yets. So yes, so Push Button AI is a platform that builds an entire business for you. So the AI does all of the hard work and it builds your business for you. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. I'm going to do a little plug and give everybody a chance. If you'd like to do a live demo to learn more about it, we'll talk more about that in a little while. So today we have a couple of things planned. First, I'm going to cover how you can clone an AI salesperson and actually use this cloned salesperson to generate traffic and to make sales with your business. So we're going to be covering that in just a couple of moments, plus a whole lot more. Also, we're going to be covering how to hack Reddit. I'll use air quotes, hack. I know that's a clickbaity word, but we're going to show you how to hack Reddit. It's a site that, if you don't know, is sort of like a giant glorified forum is basically what it is. Been around a long time, has a lot of users. I'll show you how you can exploit it. And I'm going to give you 3 ways on how you can exploit it and then use AI to get traffic to your website. And then we have a few other things that depending upon what I get the green light behind the scenes, I might be able to show you an incredible new way to build an entire business by pushing buttons. Yeah. So if you can push buttons, you can build a business. It's really, really impressive. Hopefully I get to show you the new version of that before we end off today. And then I'm going to show you a cool way to instantly get AI generated images so that you can use in your sales pages, your content pages, blog posts, and everything else. Don't worry, you don't have to go off to some other tool. Right inside your native WordPress editor, I'll show you how you can instantly grab an image from the sky and have it created for you while you watch. And that's also another new beta feature inside Push Button AI that hopefully I can show you today. Now, I think that's all we've got. So because we were rushing around here at the start of the show, I did not get a chance to do our show intro. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to kick things off here. Let me just get that there. And here we go. So here's the official start of today's show.
Bill McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
How possible to clone your very own AI salesperson? Your new AI avatar can sit on your website and even sell your products for you, hands-free. I'm already starting to use this to increase my own sales, and soon I'll be using it to drive traffic to my sites. The coolest part about this amazing new AI technology is that it's totally automated. So sit back and check out this step-by-step tutorial where I'll show you exactly how to exploit this amazing new advance in artificial intelligence. And that wasn't me. So what you just saw was not me. That was an AI clone of me. So I'm going to show you how you can make clones of yourself or other people, turn them into AI sales tools on your website, and even use them to get traffic to your website. So again, that what you just saw, I don't know if I fooled anybody. Let's see. Did I fool anyone? Did you guys know that was an AI version of me that did that little show segment intro? I want to see who did we fool? Who knew that was not me? Anybody? Yeah, that whole segment was all done. Literally, we did it. I wrote the script, hit a button, and just probably about 20 minutes ago, that was just generated off the fly. Yeah. I gotcha. So it looks like I fooled a few of you. Yeah, actually, Pete has a good point. I could have used AI Bill to start the show on time. That's what I should have done. Awesome. Okay, well, what I want to do is actually show you how we did that. And once you set this up, and I'm going to show you a new AI tool that you can use. We've actually covered it on the channel before, but they just released this. It's kind of, now they're starting to broadly roll it out. It was a secret beta feature, and they're actually now releasing it to the public. So I'm going to show you this really amazing tool, and it's fairly affordable. And you can use it to create what we just did. So I'll show you behind the scenes how we made that and how you can do the same thing. All right. Okay, so what I would like to do is, let me get, there is my prompter. Okay. And so there you go. So that was the AI version of me, made entirely by AI. It was, there was no humans involved other than I wrote the script in about, I spent like 2 minutes writing the script. And we're using a tool called Heygen. And if you remember, we covered Heygen on the channel a little earlier, but it's a tool that people use to make AI videos. And it's kind of like DID. If those of you know who the company DID or the app DID, it will allow you to create these like talking images, like the talking image style videos. Excuse me, allergies today. But Heygen is a kind of a little bit of a better version of that, but now with this new feature that they just released, it really does change the game. And now Heygen does have a free plan, but I recommend actually upgrading to a paid plan, and it's not that expensive. They start at $24 a month. And the thing I generated and showed you here, we did it on the $24 a month plan. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to make your own AI clone just like that. And again, you can clone yourself if you're comfortable putting yourself on video, or maybe you're a little bit shy and nervous about recording videos. So you can just train your avatar and let it do all the talking for you. That's another thing. So if you're a bit shy and not comfortable recording your own videos, you can it literally takes 2 minutes to train the AI, and then you can let it do all of your selling for you. Anyway, so that's the first part. The first part is you actually have to train Heygen. You have to give them a clip of yourself, and it creates your avatar. And then after you've done that, you go back using your avatar and you just write up a script, and it will actually make the whole video for you. And it just says the script that you give it. Now, again, this feature is new at the time of this broadcast, at the time we're recording this video. It's something that has previously been like a secret beta, and now they're rolling it out and starting to release it. So it should be available in your account if you make a new account now. Now, I have heard it's being rolled out. So if for any reason it's not available in your account now, I know it will be very, very soon, because I know they're releasing it for everyone. Now to make your avatar, let's do this. I'm going to share my screen. Let me get the right screen showing here. Let's see, where is Heygen? There it is. Okay, so let's do a screen share over here, and then I will show you how it's done. And 1 second while I get the screen share set up. There we go. Let's pull this around, say goodbye to the cat in the submarine, and here we go. So this is Heygen, and this is behind the scenes. You can go over here under Avatar. That's where we're at here. So this is the home screen. You're going to want to go to Avatar. Now, Heygen does a bunch of different stuff, but today we're going to show you specifically what's called the instant avatar. That's what we're talking about today. Okay. Now, by the way, you have two versions of the instant avatar. You have just the regular instant avatar, and then you can do what's called fine tuning, which takes a long time. Actually, you can see down here in the bottom right, I have, it's an upgrade. You have to pay an upgrade. It was $49. And then you can do what's called fine tuning to make it even better. So the video I showed you was not fine tuned. That was just raw, straight out of the instant avatar. But you can make them even better when you fine tune them. And you just pay that $49 upgrade fee, and then it makes the model even better. So what you'll do is come over here to create your instant avatar. And here you can see this is the one that we used here. This is my avatar right there. And so once you've clicked on it, we just come over here and hit create video. And we can create a landscape or portrait. So if you want to do like a short style video with a tall video, you can do that. Or landscape is the more traditional video. So you do that, and it brings you over to this screen here. And literally you just type right here whatever you want it to say. So here, we're going to type, hello, I'm live without a net. What should I say to everyone? Okay. Now this is, you can take that script, you can make it multi-lines. Exclamation point there. And I noticed that the punctuation also helps provide emphasis. So I can use punctuation to make them more excited, you know, and then kind of break up sentences to kind of control the flow and the way he talks. But what we'll do now is we're going to hit this button. It'll take a moment while it generates, and we'll see an example. Hello, I'm live without a net. What should I say to everyone? I'm not really Bill. I'm an imposter. Okay, so if you like how it sounds, the video doesn't move until you generate it. Okay, and we can speed it up and slow it down. So if you want to go faster, here, let's make a high-pitched, high-speed Bill. So it's going to regenerate it at high speed. And we'll try again.
Hello, I'm live without a net. What should I say to everyone? I'm not really Bill. I'm an imposter. Hello, I'm live without a net. What should I say to everyone?
And then depending on what voice you're using, you can also adjust the pitch. I think once mine is fine-tuned, I'll be able to adjust the pitch. But right now, I can't. We could also slow it down, make me talk very slowly. But when you're ready to go, you just hit submit up here at the top. Okay. Now, you can do videos up to 4K. If you've trained, you have to upload a 4K video for like extremely high definition. But if you upload a 4K video, you can actually get it to generate up to 4K, high quality, high definition video. And we would just hit submit. And then it would generate it. Then once it's generated, here, we'll go back. And if anybody could think of a good joke, we could get AI Avatar Bill to say. So let me know. Tell me a good joke, and we'll get Avatar Bill to say it for us. But once you've generated it, it's just down here under videos. So like right here, we can see this is the video that I made for my show intro. That we just did that, just 20 minutes before going live. Okay, what is it doing? There it is.
It's now possible to clone your very own AI salesperson.
So that was the one that we cloned just before going on the air. So so that is Heygen, and that's pretty crazy, right? So we're getting to the point where where you can literally have that on tap to be able to sell on your website. So if you would like to do training, let's say that you want to record a training video in your voice, you could actually just write up your script and let your AI avatar deliver the training for you. And I promise I haven't done that. Maybe I will in the future. I don't know, but right, I've only shown up here live. And if I ever do use an AI avatar, I'll make sure you guys know. Okay. So I promise I won't fake it out. Okay. So once you've by the way, the training process is really easy. It just takes a 2-minute video clip. You just take a 2-minute video clip of yourself or whoever you're trying to clone, and you upload it. And it's a pre-recorded. Obviously, the better quality you make the video, the better your it's going to be. And you'll notice it like took my background. So like the backdrop that I used in my recording, it actually used that. And what was interesting, if you didn't notice, it even captured like my chair moving. It captured my microphone moving around a little bit. I mean, it's really, really good. Now, and when you go through the process, by the way, they'll walk you through. They outline exactly what they expect, how you do it, how you train it. But some of the what they tell you to do is, number one, to try to use a mobile or professional quality camera. So you want to have at least high definition or above. That's 1080p, they would call it, is high def or above. They recommend that you use that. They say choose a quiet place with no background noise. That makes sense because you also want good lighting as well. So you want to be lit well. And don't worry, you don't have to go in like a professional studio. It could just be like normal daylight lighting. It could be, bright lights in your house. You just don't want like shadows all over your face. You don't want a dark or dimming background, so just so their AI can properly recognize your face. You can do it sitting or standing. I did mine sitting here. I wanted to make it look like I was here in my at my desk. So you can do it either way. I'm going to be experimenting with some other standing ones to see what happens if I'm very animated and moving around while I'm on camera. And then look straight at the camera. So the other thing that we did when we trained the avatar on me, I didn't actually record training. We just took an old YouTube video clip. I took 2 minutes out of actually producer Nick did it. He clipped out 2 minutes of one of my YouTube videos and uploaded it. And that's all we did. So I didn't actually train it at all. He just grabbed my video, uploaded it, and that's what we used for that one. Okay. And then it says it recommends that between sentences you pause. You would say a sentence, you would pause. And it says to also close your mouth when you pause. It does say to try to limit hand movement, try to stay still. But one of the things that I did notice is it did capture my hand motions. There's a few mannerisms. I noticed that when I did move around, I did like a gesture like this and some other things. And I noticed the AI avatar does those things. So it's kind of contrary to their advice, but they say don't move your hands around a lot. But for me, it actually turned out to be a good thing. And again, I didn't sit down and try to intentionally train the avatar. We just grabbed a random clip off of one of my YouTube videos and uploaded it. That's all I did. And I think that if I actually took the time to sit here and record a proper training video, I think it would have even been better. I'll tell you what, that video that we used, that AR avatar video, it even fooled my wife. So I had my wife come in and I said, hey, watch this video. Do you notice anything wrong with it? And I played the video for her and she had no idea that it wasn't me. So I don't know what that says. This either says something really good about the technology or I don't know. But and by the way, some people are weirded out by this and they're concerned like security issues that somehow people are going to steal your identity. Well, Heygen protects you against that. So in order to use my training video, they had to get me on camera giving consent. So on camera, I had to read a very specific legal consent thing. So Nick just came up, shot me on his phone of me saying, I give consent to use the avatar. And unless you do that, nobody can use your videos. Okay. Then once you train the avatar, that part, you have to wait a little bit. That takes about 30 minutes for their processing power to train the avatar. But then once it's ready, I mean, you can make a video in a matter of minutes. Yeah. In fact, let's see. Here, let's look for here we go. Okay, so we're going to take Troy's suggestion, and we're going to have AI Bill Avatar tell that joke. Okay, so let's go do that, and just to show how quick it is. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go back to Avatar. I'm going to click on my avatar. We're going to create a landscape video. And we're going to put the joke right here. Why did the scarecrow win an award? Okay. And then we'll do a new line. I'm actually just going to put a period there just to see what that does, to make a little pause for some comedic timing. We'll see if that works. Oops. No, I didn't want to do that. Because he was outstanding in his field. Okay. We'll give an exclamation point at the end, maybe to give it some emphasis. So now let's see what it sounds like.
Why did the scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Okay. There we go. We'll give it a name and we're going to hit submit. It's going to use up half of a credit. So there's a credit system for generating these. So we'll do that. It's actually, you can see it over here generating. And it takes it's pretty quick. So we'll let it do its thing while we wrap up the segment. So this whole process is extremely fast. So now that I have that avatar trained, and here I'll take the joke off the, let's see. There we go. And now that I have it trained, I can actually do this at any time. We could log in and make content at any moment, and Avatar Bill can actually read the lines and do it for me. Now, if I want to, I can't tell you how frustrating it is to, like, if I want to sit down and record a 20 or 30-minute sales video of having to try to get it right, get my lines right, make sure that there's no technology problems, the lighting is good, the camera angles are good, everything is good, record the video. That process can literally take me hours to actually do a 20, 30-minute sales video. And now I just give somebody the script, they go load it into Heygen, and AI Bill will just read the sales material for me. And I can't tell you how useful that's going to be. Now, one of the things that this could be good for could be for social media posts. So if you need to put out a lot of content, short form content, for example, I could record a joke like we just did and just upload it to my social media of AI Bill telling a joke. So here we go. We'll go back. It finished, by the way. So it's right here. So we can go in here and watch it.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Okay. And then here, I'll show you, like, we can just quickly download it. So there it is. Download original video. So I'll download it right there. And then here, I'm going to add it to the show, and we're going to let Avatar Bill tell a joke. Let's go here. We're going to do a video file.
Scarecrow win an award because he was outstanding in his field.
Okay, there you go. AI Avatar Bill and his comedic timing. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so this is awesome. You could use it for getting traffic in social media. You can use it for selling, for making your workflows efficient. And it's just mind-blowing. Then this doesn't cover even things like you could make courses and educational content, ad creatives. So let's say, for example, I wanted to test a new ad creative idea, and whatever, I'm out on the beach with my laptop and I don't have time to record my video, right? Well, Avatar Bill to the rescue, he can now record it for me. So we can try new sales ad campaigns just for entertainment and fun, employee training, onboarding. You could have let's say you have an onboarding sequence of when you have new employees that start and learn their jobs. You can have the CEO of the company or the supervisor, and you can change them on the fly without having to set up a whole new recording session. Personalized greetings. So this is something else that I'm working into my sales processes, where we're going to be greeting our customers by name, and having not just me, but my staff on video, where the customers are being greeted by name and it being introduced to the staff member that they're going to be working with. I have a few real life examples I want to show you of people actually using this technology in action. So let's share my screen again really quick. And it is this screen there. Here we go. So that is... So, okay, yeah, right here. This was Sky News, and they actually had a reporter, an AI reporter reading the news right there.
As climate change remains unabated, being prepared is our best line of defense against the blistering onslaught of a hotter future.
So you can see putting them in a background pretty seamlessly there. That's pretty crazy. And some other examples. There's an AI avatar being used right there.
Friends. Just wanted to say that I hope you will have an amazing week and make great strides towards achieving your goals.
That's not a real human.
And I have been trying.
That's his AI avatar. Here's another example.
Today we're introducing Notion AI, which brings the power of artificial intelligence directly into your Notion workspace. Let's say we're writing a blog post to introduce Notion AI.
Pretty crazy. Again, that's AI version of him. That's not real. And okay, well, we may get to that a little bit later. But there you go. So those are several real life examples of that. And we're in weird times, right? This is like kind of like we're living in a sci-fi movie. Yeah, there you go. By the way, there's a real estate entrepreneur who I didn't get to show you there, who actually says that using this tech increased sales by 42%. So I can think of all kinds of ways to use this, because it allows me to, like, you think about split testing, right? Split testing ad creative or split testing sales videos or other things. It's so incredibly expensive and time consuming, but not now. With this technology, I mean, one thing that I might do, an example of how I'm going to use this is if I want to split test a new intro to a sales video. Well, like that. I've got it. I just spit it out through Heygen, attach it, upload it into the video, and we're now split testing a new sales video. And in the past, I can't tell you how many days of planning, trying to get a shoot set up, trying to do, it's such a hassle. And same thing for ads. We can split test ads all day long. I could have 100 versions of different ads of me with different hooks and angles and different ad copy. And I don't have to sit down and actually do an entire all-day recording session to do it. So this actually, to me, is an example of how it unleashes creativity. Okay. And I know there's a lot of controversy about AI and how people are worried it's going to replace humans. And look here, it quite literally replaced me. Okay. But it isn't replacing my job. It is that AI avatar is never going to replace me. But what it does do is it frees me up. It frees up my time and creativity to do things I could have never done before. I would never have had the time to be able to split test hundreds of different ads of me on camera with different marketing angles and hooks. I would have never had the time to split test sales materials or try different social media posting strategies, all this kind of stuff. So it's not going to get me out of a job. It's freeing up my creativity to be able to be more productive, create more income for me and my staff and my team. So this is a real win-win. So I know sometimes this technology can be a little scary, but yeah, but don't worry too much. Okay. All right. So that's it for our segment. I don't know if there was any relevant questions you guys wanted to ask regarding this technology. So producer Nick, are you out there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. You're loud to me, but I don't know if you're loud for everybody else. But
Okay, I sure hope not. Yeah, we have some questions. And anyone else who has questions, now's the time to ask.
Yeah. So we'll do on topic, and then I want to talk about something really, really quite incredible right after this. So yeah, we'll do a quick round of on topic questions.
Yeah, Judith wants to know: is this available in other languages?
Yes. In fact, you're letting the cat out of the bag. How'd you like a Spanish version of Bill, or Chinese, or German? I can kind of speak German, just a tiny ambition. But what if you could take your sales materials, your training materials, your anything of you on video, use your very own voice and turn it into another language? That is something else I'm going to show you maybe next week in next week's show. So you may see me speaking Italian next week. So if you want to see that, tune in next week. So you can do this in other languages, and you can translate your avatar can be translated into other languages as well. All right. What else we got?
Okay. This is from Dwight. And by the way, I'm backing up from the camera. Blake told me it's a little loud. So I'm a little backed up now. Hope it's not as loud. Anyway.
Oh, from your mic. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Dwight wants to know, can you wear glasses? Can you make it put glasses on your face?
You know, I don't know. I would assume yes. I can't imagine that they would. You know, but I don't know the answer. That's an assumption. Nick, I know you dove in a little deeper with this. Did you run across anything with glasses?
Yeah. The answer is, at this stage with this tool, it's basically no. There are other tools that can do things like that. But you wouldn't be able to, I don't think you can make like an avatar of yourself and then in post-production or something prompt it to put glasses on. What you can do is
they would have to solve that quickly. So I would think that if it's not supported now, it will be very soon.
Yeah. And what you can do is you can make, we actually did this. Remember when we had the president's video?
Mm-hmm.
You can make, you could go into Midjourney and make, whatever kind of avatar you want and have them and put them in as an avatar. You don't have to train it on a video. You can train it on an image.
Cool.
So that's something you could do.
All right. Well, there you go.
Oh, and a few people are asking about price. They want to know what the price point is for this and what the price
for
point
Heygen,
is.
it starts at $24 a month. Right? It starts at $24 a month. That's the plan that the account I was just logged into, where we generated that example. That was done on that $24 a month plan.
Yeah. And Troy says, can you remind us of the cost to add a custom clone? I think you said it was a one-time additional cost. Was that right?
Well, that's for fine tuning. If you want to make it even. So what you saw was what comes out from the $24 a month plan. If you want a more fine tune and even better than what you saw, then you can pay $49 to fine tune it and improve it. And that process actually, like I just paid, hit a button, and they say it takes 8 to 12 hours. So I haven't, tomorrow I'll be able to take a look and see what the difference is between fine tuning and not. So I think actually what I'd like to do is I'd like to come back next week and I'll show you guys the fine tune version so you can tell what the differences are to see if it's worth spending the money. So I'll show you the fine tune version, and then we'll show you some versions of me speaking other languages and translating me into other languages. Yeah.
And then Sandra says, can you use a green screen, or are there options to change the background?
Nick, that might be a question for you. Since I wanted my background, I didn't even look into this. Do you know if you can use a green screen?
So the answer is within Heygen, no. What you train it on, it also includes the background. So when you were training, when we used the video to train yourself, it was also trained on that specific background. But there's an interesting workflow you could do. You know how Runway has a bunch of AI tools, like a suite of AI video editing tools?
Yeah.
They have like a dynamic AI background changer.
Oh, there you go. So you can shoot at a green screen and then change the image before you give it to Heygen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you could combine the two and use that to change the background.
Okay. So yeah, that's the short answer then. Yeah. Use your green screen first, fill in your background, and then upload it to Heygen. That would be how to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you might know better what she's talking about. I don't quite understand what she's referring to, but she says, Judith says, have you put the link to get the app yet?
I think you're talking about Heygen. So it's just heygen.com.
Oh, let me do that real quick.
Yeah. So we can share that with you. Yeah, look at that later, because I have something really important I'm going to talk about in a minute and another link I want to share. So yeah, so you can save that, go back to it later. I got something important to share in a moment. Okay, awesome. Well, let's wrap it up. Final questions on this. Anything left? What else we got to cover?
Someone had asked, is there a way to use this technology with push button? I think we had 2 or 3 people ask that at some point.
Yes, you can. It's nothing that's automated. Okay. So I don't have like an integration where you hit a button and it does this, but you could make videos in Heygen, and then they're very, very easy to put into your push button AI website. In fact, maybe we can do some training on that if enough people are interested on how to embed video into your sites.
Oh, Jay, he says Descript has an AI background remover.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Yeah. I know Jay uses Descript quite a lot. That's a pretty helpful editing tool. Cool. And I think even our very own editor Tion is now using Descript too, right?
Yeah. He has nothing but good things to say about it.
All right. Well, then I'm going to move on because we got something important to talk about. And then I'm going to, I actually have a little recording, a little plug. We're going to talk about push button AI a little bit more specifically. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can do a demo for you of something all new and very cool. If the dev team gives me permission, I'm going to go log into our development server and show you a little behind the scenes of something that we're right in the middle of pushing this change live to the server, and it's really cool. So actually, there were 2 features today I was hoping to preview. I think I can do at least one of them. But before we do that, let me try to adjust my camera just ever so slightly, since I'm going to record a video here. And I don't want AI Avatar Bill to have to redo it for me later. So, okay. So here we go. If you're not using push button AI, I'm not sure what you're doing, because it is the most powerful way to build a business online, period, at least in my opinion. And push button AI is something where you actually answer a couple of questions and the AI will literally build a business for you. You answer the questions and it will build you a 12 module training course, step-by-step, very in-depth training. And you'll have 12 full modules of it. It will record it all, write it all, publish the web pages, set up your lessons, and put them for sale so that you can actually sell them and make money. And it sets up your shopping cart, creates a sales page, it writes all your sales copy, creates a free report, creates your opt-in subscription page so you can get subscribers joining a newsletter, sets up your hosting, builds your website, finds you a domain name, creates your logo, can create 12 video lessons, 12 audio lessons, can create your social media posts, and a whole lot more, and even blogs for you. And this is crazy stuff. And if you are not yet a member of Push Button AI, it's not open to the public at the time of me recording this video. But if you would like to experience a live demo, we'd be happy to jump on with you one-on-one together. We'll jump on Zoom. We'll share the screen. We'll show you how this technology works. And if you're not sure what kind of business you might want to build, what kind of niche you might want to go into, we will help you figure out a niche market. We'll help you figure out what kind of a course you should create. We'll create an outline for you in front of your eyes. You can watch along. We'll create the whole outline for a course for you. And then if it's a good fit, we'll invite you to come in and join our private beta access program. And by the next day, your business would be launched online, set up, and ready to start taking orders. Now, to do this, you're going to want to request a free one-on-one demo. This is for people who are not yet a member of Push Button AI and you'd like to see how this powerful technology can help you find a niche market, find a domain name, create your logo, create an entire business, launch it online for you, and off you go. If you would like to see that with your own eyes, register and get a free demo. And you can go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo. You'll register there and you can get going and get set up with your free demo of the Push Button AI technology. And you'll be blown away. When you see it with your own eyes, it is quite something. It takes business building and profit generation online to a whole new level. Because now that I use Push Button AI, within moments of me having an idea, I can have an idea of like, oh, I'd like to build a business about that idea. I can go log into Push Button AI, answer a couple of questions, hit a button, and it will get to work building that business for me. And I could literally go from idea to launched and ready to start sending traffic in hours. I can literally launch that business the very same day. In the past, that might have taken weeks. Now it can happen the same day thanks to the power of AI. So go get your demo, pushbutton.ai/demo. Just pop that into your browser. You can go register there. There's a short video from me you can watch to learn a little more. And of course, you could then schedule your time in the calendar. Now, this is a one-on-one session. You'll be scheduling time in the calendar with our reps. So please make sure that when you set up your appointment, you show up. We have highly trained, very intelligent and skilled professionals who are going to sit down with you together on Zoom and make sure that when you book a time, show up and spend that time wisely, because they'll help you pick your niche. If you don't know what niche market to go into, or you're curious about a new niche market, they'll help you out with that, as well as demo the technology. So head on over there and let me see. I wanted to put that link into the chat, but let me find it here real quick. Where did it go? So producer Nick, I sent it to you. Do you have the link?
Oh shit. Can you hear me?
I found it.
I don't think so. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sent it to you earlier, but there we go. I just popped it into the chat. So head on over to pushbutton.ai/demo for a chance to check that out. And again, you can watch a short video from me and register and set up your appointment to get your demo. And there we go. So the next segment I'll give you a little sneak preview, and then I'm going to take a little ad break here in a moment. But the next segment we're going to cover is I'm going to tell you how you can, we'll use the air quotes. I know it's a little clickbaity. We're going to hack Reddit to drive a flood of traffic to your website using AI. So we're going to demonstrate that on the screen. I'll pull it up. We'll go through how it all works. And show you how to use this. It's a really clever way. There are 3 different strategies to use Reddit at reddit.com. If you're not familiar with it, it's a big site, been around a long time, and it's really useful for getting traffic. And I'll show you how you do it. There's just 3 steps, very easy to do. And if you follow them, you will get traffic for free when you do this. Okay. So that'll be our next segment. But before we do, we're going to do our ad break. And here's how it works. I'm actually going to go into the YouTube dashboard, and I'm going to hit the button to send out YouTube's paid advertising. And we use this as a chance for me. Number one, I can take a quick break, but also I want to hear about what kind of ad it shows you. So this is an experiment. Everybody here, we're live. We get to tell each other what kind of ads does YouTube select for us. And this is an interesting marketing experiment for me because I get to learn how targeted are the ads that YouTube puts on my show. So I'm going to hit that button. And then what I want you to do is go into the chat. You'll see the live chat that's running right now and tell me what kind of ad does YouTube show you. So let's go into the studio now. And we're going to insert an ad. Here we go. All right, ad has been inserted. Let me know in the chat if you see it, or maybe you have YouTube Premium. And then sometimes, even if you don't have YouTube Premium, YouTube doesn't show you an ad. So let me know if you got YouTube Premium, let me know that. Or if you get no ad at all and you don't have Premium. But if you get an ad, let me know what kind of ad you get. Okay, got Wix. Okay, it's a site builder. That's kind of targeted. A bunch of you are premium members like me. I love YouTube Premium. Little plug for YouTube. When I actually watch videos on someone else's phone and I have to see all the ads, it drives me crazy. But I definitely, lots of people on Premium. Okay. Somebody got a candy ad. Century Performance for developers. Someone got a Temu ad. Is it Temu or Temu? Temu, I don't know. Ink file, a flooring ad. Weird. Okay, great. Well, we're going to wrap up our ad break here. Another Wix ad. Okay. And a finance ad. Few of you didn't get ads at all. I always find that interesting. Okay. An answering service. Can't believe I'm out of coffee. That is like a crime. So I don't know if I have anyone watching who can come and replace my coffee, but if I do, she might do it now. Now would be a great time for a coffee replacement. All right. Well, thank you for doing the ad break with me, everyone. And we're going to get on to the next bit of content. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Yeah. I thought somebody else might deliver the coffee, but she's not here. All right. Oh, even some more ads. Fidelity, Ripley Office Organization, having coffee on my behalf. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah. My last vice, I like to say. So I definitely enjoy the coffee. All right. So again, we're going to get into talking about Reddit and getting free traffic. And before I do, I'd like to poll the audience just real quick to kind of know where everybody's at. So I want to find out how many of you have a business online that's ready to get traffic and who does not. If you don't, say not yet. And if you do, let me know what kind of site you've got. What kind of site do you have that you want to get traffic to? And if you don't yet have a website, say not yet. So let me know where you're at on that. What kind of website do you have? Or tell me not yet if you don't yet have a site ready that you want to get traffic to. And maybe you're in the middle of building one or something, but Yeah, tell me not yet if you don't have a site that you want to send traffic to, or tell me what niche market, what is the topic of your website? What's it all about? Okay, a lot of not yets. Okay, a lot of not yets. Couple people on doing e-commerce sites on Shopify. Troy's got a digital marketing site. Cool. A few of you are going to be launching your new push button AI sites. That's awesome. Beauty supplies. Almost ready. Airbnb hosting. Okay. Oh, I like your site. Health and fitness for women over 50. That's a good topic. Dog training. One of my favorites. Kajabi for online courses, mindset coaching, a travel directory, Shopify and a push button site, a health and wellness site. Okay, good. All right, thank you for those of you who are answering in there. Fitness for men over 50. I like that one. I almost did that niche myself. As I try to get healthy a few years back, I started a brand and I just got too distracted and didn't get to finish it. So I like fitness for men over 50, journaling, digital courses. Awesome. Well, again, thank you for answering that survey question in the chat. I appreciate it. And as soon as my coffee arrives, which there it is. Hey, my coffee delivery. Thank you. And that's good coffee too. So. All right, enough messing around, and we're going to move on to our next topic, because traffic is something that I'm kind of, if you've been following me a while, it's something I'm known for in the past. You know, I used to do a lot of training on traffic, and a lot of businesses of all shapes, sizes, and profit have come to me in the past for traffic software, traffic training on how do you actually get visitors to come to your website. And I know lately I talk a lot about AI and we kind of get distracted with that. So the next segment lets me kind of get back to my roots talking about traffic strategies. So I can't wait to share this one with you. All right. So I'm going to do our, as you know, when we record these live, I'm actually recording the segment for use in a content video that will be released later. So you might hear me making edit notes for my editor and things like that. So we're going to start the next segment. And we'll get started. Okay. Here we go. In my journey to make $100 million in sales online, I found out that one thing is important, almost more important than anything else. That is, you have to be able to get traffic to your website. If you can't get traffic to your site, everything else falls apart. You can have the most beautiful product, the most awesome sales process, the greatest lead generation process you could ever imagine. But if you can't get traffic, you will never make money. And today I'm going to show you three Reddit hacks to drive a flood of traffic to your website. And it uses AI to do it. So that's my topic today. And by the way, if you don't know what Reddit is, I don't know, it's been around a long time, but if there are some people out there that don't know what Reddit is, so I'll show that really quickly for those who are unfamiliar with Reddit. And we'll go to the screen share. So Reddit is essentially a glorified forum, and it is loaded with what are called subreddits. Okay, so you can see here, here's the political humor subreddit. Okay. So, and you'll notice here it's set r/political humor. So that is an example of a subreddit, and they have them on almost any topic you can imagine. Like, here's a game I like to play. Okay. So subreddit for Elder Scrolls Online. In here, you have all this content, and notice you see people asking questions, right? Lots of people asking questions, giving tips, talking about information related to the topic of the subreddit. Okay. This is a gold mine. Reddit is an absolute gold mine for traffic for a couple of different ways. And today we're going to talk about how you can mine Reddit for ideas and other things that you can then utilize to get traffic to your website. So I'll dive in and explain how this works, but we're going to use Reddit as a source for concepts and ideas, because we're going to be using Reddit for search engine optimization. Now, search engine optimization is all about how you get free traffic from the search engines. And when Google actually does this, there are keyword phrases that all of the people want to rank for, right? People go to search engine tools. There's a whole variety of different kinds of search engine and keyword tools, whether it's SEMrush or Ahrefs, or there's a bunch of very well-known keyword research tools, or even Google's very own keyword planner, where they will give you keyword phrases that you can then try to rank for. But here's the thing. There is a field of hidden gold, because those keyword tools don't cover everything. It's this very little known fact that the keyword tools show the keywords that they have discovered. And there is, again, it's like if you could imagine a giant green pasture, and all over in that green pasture are gold nuggets hiding inches under the ground, just under the grass. All these gold nuggets, each one a keyword phrase that nobody else knows about. And what you can find out is this is for a few different reasons. Either the keyword tools haven't yet found that keyword, or perhaps it's a new concept or a new question or a new thing that people want to know about. And it's an ever evolving kind of like new trends that the keyword tools haven't picked up on either. And you'd be surprised. Many of these are related to questions that people ask in your niche market, whatever it might be. And today I'm going to show you 3 different ways to exploit this, to be able to use Reddit as a signal and a source for content that you can use on your website so that you can rank for these little known, little gold nuggets hiding in the field that is Google. Okay? And with these strategies, you may never run out of content ideas ever again. So if you've ever been short on just not knowing what to write about for your website, what topics to cover in your blog, well, this will cover it all. So we're going to talk about finding those golden keywords. Okay. So what we're going to do is, as an example, let me see if I can find that. And where are my show notes with my keyword? Okay. Note for editor. We'll have to edit this piece out because I don't know where my show notes are. Let's see. Are they in here? No, they're not. Okay.
Hey, I know where they are.
Yeah.
Check Discord. Evernote isn't syncing.
Okay. Let's see. In the weekly content channel?
It's in the last direct message I sent you.
There we go. Okay. Forgive me, everybody. We'll get this figured out here. Let's see. Where are my keyword phrases? Don't see it.
I'll get it to you right now.
Okay. Yeah, please just text me or on Discord the keyword phrases.
Okay.
All right. So again, note for editor, we will edit this little segment out. So for the audience, apologies. But it was a bit of a madhouse over here before we went live today. So it was quite some insanity, you know. Okay.
DM'd it on Discord.
Cool. And then didn't you find another one? Wasn't there another one you told me about?
No.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to show you is that Reddit is loaded with, so here, we'll go back here. So Reddit is loaded with these hidden keywords, because the people in the subreddits that are in the niche subreddits in your market, and they're there. And no matter what niche market you're in, there are subreddits that cover your topic. And if you go in there and browse, you'll see people talking about topics and subjects that are not covered with normal keyword tools. Then once you see that, you can just check Google, because what we're going to do is we want to check Google to see, is Reddit ranking for that keyword phrase? And what about other sites? Have other niche blog sites or other authority sites started writing about that topic yet? And if they haven't yet started writing about it, and you can clearly see people are asking about it in subreddits, then you know you have found one of those little gold nuggets that are just hiding in the field that is Google. So let's take a look at an example of one. Okay. So here's one that kind of fits two different niches. And it was the question, how do I use prompts for betting? So people are asking about how to use AI for basically like sports betting. And one of the things that I noticed when I ran across this keyword phrase is that the very first result is a Reddit post. So we have a Reddit post about this topic and a TikTok. This is a clue when you see stuff like this. Here's a Reddit post. Here's a TikTok. Here's a bunch of short form TikTok content, a YouTube video, a YouTube video. Here is a page, but it's not even specifically about this topic. So here is a niche site right here that is ranking for this keyword phrase, and they're not even using the keyword phrase in their page. So what this tells me is that this, see, we're seeing a few here. Now we're getting down here. This tells me that if I use this exact keyword phrase in a good piece of content on my website, that I have a shot at ranking on this page. Okay, because Google doesn't want to show Reddit posts and TikToks. That's not what Google wants. What Google wants is a site that is an authority on the topic, providing real useful information that helps their users answer their question. They don't want to send them off down a rabbit hole of having to watch 27 TikTok, videos, or, mining and reading through a forum, trying to search and find and hopefully get their answers. How many times have you done a search on Google and you struggled to find the answer to your question, and you're digging through? Maybe you saw a Reddit post, you're clicked through and you're reading, there could be hundreds of comments in a Reddit thread, and you're trying to sort through them to figure out who answered your question and who knows what they're talking about and who doesn't. So instead, what Google wants is a site that provides good content that answers that search query. So if I write a blog post and I just write in the title and use that keyword phrase, and the keyword phrase in this case would be, how do I use prompts for betting? I might just make that my title. How do I use prompts for betting? And then I might do 7 amazing AI sports betting prompts, right? So that might be an example of how I would start out a piece of content. And I know, based upon what I see in the search results with my own eyes, that this is a phrase that I can rank for, because there's just nobody that has authority or has search power that is answering this question properly. And so you can go through and find, and there is unlimited field of this. And for those of you who are just starting, maybe you have a newer website, or you're just now starting your first website, you'll find that it is very hard to rank in Google for competitive keywords. When you have a new site, you just can't rank and compete against other sites that already have authority. It takes time to build up and be able to compete. That's why you hear people say that a search engine optimization is a process that takes months and years to accomplish. That's for ranking for competitive, highly sought after keyword phrases. When you use keyword phrases like this, you can rank with a site that is newer. Okay. A brand new site can rank for keyword phrases like this when you use this method. Now, what I would like to do is show you that's hack number 1, is looking for search phrases that you see signs like this, where Reddit is ranking and there's no other authoritative niche blogs or niche websites that are answering the search query, then you know you have a shot to rank. So that's number 1. Number 2, we're going to use Google search operators to actually find specific questions. So you may be familiar with search operators in Google, and they're basically like instructions that you can type into Google to tell Google more specifically what you're looking for. And again, we'll come back to the screen here and we'll give some examples of that. And not that. Okay. And then let's see here. Where is, oh, I don't have our operator. Yeah, hold on. Here it is. Found it, and now I'm going to share it. So, okay, so what you want to do, you go to Google. Let's just go to good old Google homepage, and this is what we're going to type. So we're going to use the site operator. So this is what's called an operator. We're going to use that to have Google guide us to try to find more keyword ideas. So as an example, so let's say, I don't know, let's find a different, we'll go into crypto. Okay. So let's find one about Dogecoin. Okay. So this is so here is our subreddit here. Okay. So we're going to take this, we're going to take the URL, and then we're going to put the subreddit URL right here. Okay. So site : and we put the subreddit URL, and then we put our keyword idea. So here in this case, we're going to say Dogecoin mining. Okay. And we're going to hit enter, and we're going to do a search. So now we're going to find all kinds of things that that Google's going to show you topics that people are talking about in that subreddit. Okay, so we've actually niched it down, so it's going to tell us who's talking about Dogecoin mining, which Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency coin that you can mine. It was what's called a meme coin some time ago. Elon used to talk about Dogecoin, but here we go. How accessible is Dogecoin mining? I'm just curious what's ranking for this keyword phrase. So I'm going to take that keyword phrase. I'm going to come back to Google and just search that keyword phrase. Okay. Well, this is interesting because nobody is, what I'm finding when I see authoritative sites, but nobody's answering that question. Yeah, nobody's answering that specific question. Now, let's go back to our search query here. Oops, I'll put it here. So in this case, okay. So we can also take out the subreddit. And what we can do now is try to find, you can find all kinds of things. So we're going to now we're searching all of Reddit now. So you see how I took the subreddit off, and now we're searching all of Reddit. And we might find, okay, yeah, here is an entire subreddit dedicated to mining this coin right here. Right? So here's a question that was just recently asked. So I wonder if we search Google for it, what's going to rank? If people are asking it in Reddit, they're asking it all over the web. Okay, there's our, see, there's Reddit right there answering that question. And I'm kind of seeing the same thing. Nobody's answering that specific question except that subreddit. So do you see what we're looking for? We're looking for specific keyword phrases or specific questions that people are asking in Reddit, but they're not but people are not serving up content that's showing up in Google for those questions. And that's what we're going to target. So that's pretty cool. Now, there's also a tool that we'll share with you here. And in here, we can actually search for Reddits. So this is actually a tool, and we can share this. We'll put it in the video description, and we'll share this with everyone. But you can actually come in here and try to find related subreddits. So let's say, for example, we found this subreddit on mining Dogecoin, on mining cryptocurrency. You come to this tool, and I don't know if we put the whole thing. All right, what is it doing here? Okay, so, okay, we just put the name of the subreddit. not the full URL. There we go. Okay, why is it not working? Okay, so what might be happening is there we go. I had a plugin on my browser that's interfering with it. Okay, here we go. So now we have all of these related subreddits that we can find that they're actually showing how they're linked together, what they're about, and we can preview them on the side here. That's pretty cool. So here's one about education about Dogecoin. Although this one, okay, it has posts a month ago, so not super active. We got Litecoin, a related cryptocurrency. Okay, I can see posts hours ago, so it's active. But we could go through this and continue to look for what are questions and content then that people are asking about that are not being answered. And then now we can go make a blog post, and all we need to do is make sure that that search query, when you find questions that are being asked in Reddit that are not being answered on Google, you make sure you create a blog post that answers that question. And you make sure that that exact keyword phrase, that exact question, appears in the title of your blog post. And if you're not sure how to create a blog post, that leads into our next big hack. I'm going to show you how you actually can take Reddit and use it to generate these blog posts. Okay, so now you've identified the gold nugget keyword phrases or the gold nugget questions that nobody else is answering for. Now you take that keyword phrase and we're going to use AI tools to generate blog posts. Now I like to use Claude or ChatGPT. You can use either one to actually create your content following this training. So now we're going to move on to hack number 3, which is how do you actually generate the content that you put on your website to get those search rankings and get that free traffic. So let's dive into it. Now let's share the screen, and let's say as an example, we're going to, here, I'm going to go over here. Now let's say as an example, what was that other phrase? Oh, am I coming through? My computer just froze. All right. I don't know if anybody can hear me over my mic, but my computer is completely frozen. Don't know what's going on. Oh. Just frozen.
Hey everyone, technical difficulties. We'll be back in a second. We're working on it. I think I'll deploy the clone soon if we don't get it fixed soon enough.
Wow. Whole computer crashed. That is quite something. Here, all my windows are coming back online. And YouTube is telling me I now have to authenticate that I am really me. 1 second. YouTube.
I almost deployed the clone.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is doesn't believe it's me. So let me just quickly verify it's me. Yes, it's me. Number Bob. Okay. Okay. I am back. All right. Sorry, everybody. This is quite something. Yeah. So here we'll do that. And then, okay. Wow. Okay. Now.
You should show your hands so we know you're not AI generated.
I got real fingers. Okay.
You sure you don't have 6 or 7?
I'm sure. Okay. So now where was I? So we're going to move on into hack number 3 of our little hacks here. And hack number 3, here we go. Okay. So now we're going to move into step 3. What is hack number 3 that is going to help us out to be able to rank for these magic golden keywords or keyword questions? How we're going to do that is by having AI write content for us, and we're going to feed AI the answers that it sees in Reddit as a source to be able to create new content that specifically answers that question. And I'll show you an example. We'll use the keyword phrase that I first started with about sports betting using AI. Yeah, so I'm going to show you that. I'm going to have to going one moment here. And there we are. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to go back to the question that we had before. And that was this one. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, so we're going to actually create a piece of content using ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT, we're going to use GTP4. We can also use the Browse with Bing feature if you have it, so that you can get more data. And we're going to say that please write a blog post designed to rank for and answer the question, and we're going to put it in quotes. And we're going to say, here is some example materials you should use for reference. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come over to the subreddit. Let's see. Now, let's see this one here. And we're going to take all of this content and we're going to paste it back into ChatGPT. And then we're also, just for fun, we're going to say, we're going to take that link and what we're going to do is we'll come to the top of our prompt. And I like to do this in Claude because Claude lets us put a bigger so I'll put the URL to it here and then do that. And then we're going to submit it. And so it has been submitted. And there we go. It's creating our content for us. And it's actually going to write the entire thing. And there's our piece of content. And then what you'll find is that sometimes it doesn't use the exact phrase in our title. So you're going to want to tweak this a little bit and make sure that you use the exact search phrase in your title. So if ChatGPT doesn't do that, then you're going to want to do that instead. Now, if you want to get advanced, we can do this. Please also research LSI and related keyword phrases that Google would expect to see in an authoritative piece of content that ranks for, and then we'll put our keyword, whoops, where is our phrase? I am losing pages. No, where did it go? Okay, let's get the phrase from over here. Go back to ChatGPT and we'll put the phrase in there. Okay. Then rewrite the article using those phrases. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're asking it to do research on what are called LSI. That stands for latent semantic indexing. It's a fancy way of saying what Google expects an authoritative article on this topic to rank for. So we're telling ChatGPT to research that and then rewrite the content with that in mind. And it's actually using the Browse with Bing feature to do this. And it is learning about how to do this. and it's going to come back and rewrite the article. So this may take a minute. So here, I'm going to come back on camera. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use either ChatGPT, like you saw me do there, or use Claude AI, if you have access to it, is actually kind of a better place to do this, to do these longer pieces of content, to take research like this. I can see it's still researching and still reading and looking for data about this concept. But what you're telling the AI to do is to come up with what are authoritative words and phrases, what are called LSI keyword phrases, that should appear in the article to convince Google that that is an authority and that that is an article worth ranking for. And then it's going to rewrite it, and it's going to put all those keyword phrases in it. And you take that content and you simply post it on your website as a blog post. And if you're a Push Button AI member, then we have WordPress. WordPress is pre-installed. And it's rewriting the article. So WordPress is pre-installed. You just go right into your blog and you copy and paste your article into there. And you make sure that your title has the exact keyword phrase that you're trying to rank for. And I'll show you as it's rewriting the article here. So here's the new version rewritten with that instructions. So this is a two-step prompt. So the first prompt, just to remind you, we went in here and we copied everything from Reddit and we used it as a source. So we said, please write our blog post. Here's a page you can use for reference. Here's some of the material. And then we pasted all the material from Reddit. I didn't even try to clean it up. I just plopped it all in there. And then it wrote the first article. Then we came up with another prompt and we said, please also research LSI and related keyword phrases that Google would expect to see in an authoritative piece of content that ranks for, and then we put our keyword phrase in quotes, then rewrite the article using those phrases. So that's the result. Actually looks like a pretty good piece of content. And you could continue with this. Like, let's say you wanted it to be longer. You could just say, please make it longer. And then it's going to rewrite it longer. Right? So you can just go on and then take that content, copy and paste it into WordPress. And then you have a piece of content that can now rank for this keyword phrase. And what we know, again, based on our research from the first two methods, is that this is a keyword phrase that there's not a lot of competition for. There's real world demand for it, but the keyword tools are not going to show it. It's not going to appear in like the Google Ad Keyword Planner. It's not going to appear in like a tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs or whatever keyword tool you might be using. And so this is a chance for us as a new website, site that maybe yet doesn't have a lot of authority, maybe doesn't yet have a lot of trust from Google. And now it gives us a shot to be able to rank for some of these kinds of keyword phrases. So, so that in a nutshell is how you do it. And it looks like it wrote a much more extensive version that time around. So here's the freshly rewritten one. And there we go. So that is our piece of content. And again, just make sure you might have to rewrite the title just to make sure that your exact phrase appears in the title and the exact phrase appears in the article itself. And we could even tell ChatGPT to do that. So I'm going to say, please rewrite, extend it further, and make it longer. Also, be sure to use the exact keyword phrase, and we'll put our keyword phrase here in the title and in the body of the article. And we'll put a question mark there. And then now I'll rewrite it again. It's going to make it even longer and make sure that, there we go. So it's got our title and it's going to do that properly. So whether you do that step manually yourself or whether you just tell ChatGPT to do it, make sure that you use your exact keyword phrase, use it in your title, and then use it throughout your article naturally. Many times, this will be enough to rank when no one else is competing for that exact keyword phrase. And so what I'd like to do now is let's head to questions that the live audience might have on this topic. Nick, did we have any related questions?
I don't. I'll look, but I don't think there were any that came in while we were doing the training. Oh, I found one. So John wants to know, how do you know how often the question is being asked?
Well, you don't, right? That's kind of the beauty and mystery of all of this combined. Because these keywords are not going to show up in keyword tools, you really don't know. So what you do know is that it's being asked in those sites. You could manually keep scrolling and count up how many times it's being asked. You could check Reddit. You could check a site like Quora, for example, and just manually look for it. But that's still not going to give you the search volume. But what I have found is that usually if the question is being asked, that there is search volume for it. So this is something, again, because we don't have keyword tools that can help us with this. This is sort of our loophole, our way to get in. But yes, it is a mystery. So sometimes you might get a big hit. It's a little bit of a slot machine, right? But how long did that take? I mean, 5 minutes worth of effort, and I have a piece of content that I can now put. And if I don't get much keyword traffic or much search traffic from it, I really don't have much to lose, right? So it's worth doing this. And then you're going to find they're all going to have traffic. Some will have little traffic. Some will have bigger amounts of traffic. And that's ultimately how you find out, is you get ranked and you see how much traffic you get. All right, what else we got?
John wants to know, will you be providing instructions on Reddit traffic?
Yeah, so today what we'll do is we're going to actually take this segment. We're going to be editing it down. We'll take all of my prompts that I just used. You'll get a transcript and some more materials. And that'll go in for anybody who is a Push Button AI member will get all of that stuff. So it will appear in your AI Profits course. And it may take a couple of weeks before that's all finished and ready. But when it's launched, it will appear in your AI Profits course. You'll see that I think we have over 12. I think there are over 12 different lessons in there now about different ways of using AI to either get traffic or make money. Okay. What else we got?
There were some general questions from before, but they're not relevant to this specific topic.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, then we're going to then move on to the next one. But before I do, I want to take another moment to do a quick plug of Push Button AI. So for those of you who are not yet a Push Button AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with Push Button AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top, everything you need, from your domain name to your logo, to videos, to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, Push Button AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video. And the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our Push Button AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. And yeah, you can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business. Okay, cool. Good deal. And here I'll pop that. For those of you who are not yet a customer, let's put that into the chat. And then I am going to see if, let me pull that screen over here. Give me a moment. I'm actually going to see if I can, this is on our development server. So I'm going to see if I am able to do a live demo for you guys. It looks like I can. Okay, so anybody here want to see a live demo of our new course builder experience? Who here would like to see that? And what this is the Push Button AI interface that is a new update that is coming. It was meant to be pushed live today. I was supposed to be showing you the live version today, but the developers need to polish and buff some scratches out and get it all ready for the showroom. And then we're launching it hopefully tomorrow. But and so, yeah, I would like to show you this. So what we did is this is all based upon your feedback. So from a lot of customers gave feedback about a couple of different things. They had some suggestions about ways we could improve the content that Push Button AI creates. So we took all of that feedback into consideration. We got a lot of feedback that people wanted an option where they could be more involved in the content that's being created. So what we've had up to now is you answer 2 questions and you hit a button and the AI basically does everything. And it's sort of behind the scenes in a black box. You don't get to be involved with that. And then pop, out spits a business, right? Out the other side. So now with this new experience, what you'll find is that you can, if you want to, you can be part of that experience and you can guide and edit and tweak and adjust what Push Button AI is creating before it builds your site. Okay. So you still have the option. If you so choose, you can still use the old editor where you can just answer 2 questions and hit a button and then walk away. And then Push Button AI will just do everything and you don't have to be involved. But if you want to be involved and you want to be part of that interactive experience of what your lessons are going to be about, you want to control the outline of what controls what's in your lessons, and you want more power to be involved in that process, you can now do that. And so I'm going to pull it up on screen now. Now, I'll warn you, this is the development server. So they're literally working on it. So they may break it at any moment, and which will be egg on my face while we're live. But whatever, I'll take the risk. So we're going to test it, and we're going to see if I can show you guys what this looks like. And so let me get my screen sharing set back up. And we'll pull that over here. Okay. So you'll notice this looks very similar to the existing builder. And the first page is very, very similar. Okay. So what we can do is we can come over here and let's say you're starting out and you have no idea what topic really that you want to cover. Well, you can get some ideas here by just saying, who do you want to serve? And this is the demographic. So we could say we want to serve new entrepreneurs. Or let's take, in the case of, let's say we want to serve men over 50. Okay. And we could say, how to get fit and build muscle Yeah, I'm going to say that, how to get fit and build muscle. So this would be like a bodybuilding course for men over 50. Okay. So we can start with that. And then we hit the fill form button. And it's now doing research. Okay. So it's researching. There we go. Now we can scroll down. And what we do is we build the concept for your new business based on what we call goals and benefits. And goals are the things that someone would want to achieve, and the benefits are the things that they get once they achieved it. Okay. So, and it's also could be a problem that you want to solve, could also be a goal. So you want to lose weight. Well, the benefit of that is increased energy and stamina. There might be other benefits too. You might want to build muscle, improve strength and mobility, improve cardiovascular health to enhance heart function and endurance. So we take these pairs, we take 10 of them. And these 10 pairs are then used to kind of assemble your new business. So you can edit these if you so choose. Let's say you don't like some of these. Let's say for lose weight, increase energy and stamina. And maybe you think that people are more interested in looking healthier. Okay. Well, you can edit that here and then you click save. But before we do, I want to show you this too. So here you have a choice of languages. So we can output content in a variety of different languages. So obviously English. And then now we also have UK English. So if you want to do British or UK style English, you can do that as well. Or American English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, and so forth. So we'll stick with English. Also, you can control here the sales style. Right now, in this demo, you can see there are 2 sales styles. We can say that we want to write our sales materials as an expert sales writer, or in the style of direct response copywriter Gary Halbert, which is Gary Halbert is like the godfather of modern online copywriting, basically. So I'm going to use him. And then we come down and we hit save. Okay, and then you can see here your responses were saved. Click here to go to the next step. So we'll do that. So it's now doing its thing. Okay. Now it's breaking this down and it's going to create 12 lessons. 12 lessons that are going to be turned into a course that you can sell in your business. Each lesson has a title and an outline. So now if you choose, you can come in here and edit this. You could say, well, I want to change this title. I don't like this title. Or maybe you disagree with the outline being used to generate this lesson. You can edit the outline of this is what, to write this lesson about understanding basics of muscle and fitness. It's going to use these 5 concepts here to assemble this lesson. And you can edit any of them to anything you want. In fact, you could completely rewrite this if you want to. But you'll notice there's lesson number 2 and it's 5. Lesson 3 and it's 5. Lesson 4 and it's 5. So we can come through and we can actually look at every lesson and see what is being done to build our lessons. And then at the end, you'll notice here, there's an update button. So if you want to edit this and tweak it and change it, you can edit it and then click the update button. Okay. And now you have a choice. You can click the quick site build, which will go through our normal procedure of just instantly building your site. So that is one choice. You click that, and then you're going to be prompted to pick a domain name. So the AI is going to suggest a variety of domain names, and then you'll pick one, and it will build your site. Or if you want to be more involved, you'll be able to click this edit step by step. Okay. So this process here of being to be able to edit your titles and your outlines for each lesson is all new. This is brand new. And the next step-by-step is also new. So let's give it a shot. Hopefully our developer server is going to hold up. Let's take a look. Okay, so here is our step 2. So it's going to show us this part is no longer editable. Okay, this is just showing you what is the title and outline being used to generate your content. Okay. And it's actually, we can see it here. It is generating our lessons. Okay. And this is a process that takes some time. So But one of the things that it kind of gives you some appreciation for just how much work the AI is doing. It's not instant. So to build this, we're actually doing, it's 177 different prompts and that we do with the AI. So we're going back and forth with the AI 177 times over and over, asking it different questions, gathering different data. And then we take the data that it gives us to turn into another question. Then we ask that question. And then we build out your lessons and all the materials in your new business. So that process is not super fast. So if you want to, you can be involved and you can actually work with the AI while it's doing this. But you'll notice it does take a little bit of time. Now, if you would have clicked the instant site build button, which is also that other option, you don't go through this process. You just bypass it and you let the AI do its thing, and it does an instant site build. But in this case, we said we wanted to be part of the step-by-step process. I just saw the first lesson finished, so let's go take a look. So now we can see here is our first lesson. And we have an opportunity to edit it. So you can now come into this and you can edit any of this. So before your site is built, like let's say you don't like this. Well, we just delete it. And it's just a point and click editor. You know, let's say you want to add, here's some extra stuff I want to add. Blah, blah, blah. So if you want to make a custom lesson, maybe you want to even use your own lesson, your own materials, you could actually inject those here. And if you have an editor here, you actually can control how the look and feel of the text as well. So if you want to turn something bold, you want to make something underlined, you can now do that and edit it here before the site is built. And so here's lesson 2. And we can see lesson 2 here. And you'll notice it's, and then here it's still generating content. So lesson 3 is still being generated. Okay. And then once it finishes this entire process, so it's actually got to generate 12 lessons. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come off of this screen and we're going to let it just do its thing. And so I'll come back in a couple of minutes and hopefully it'll be finished. So I would hope the all 12 lessons, it does take a little bit of time. Hopefully it'll be finished before we're done today. And then I'll show you the next step because you're also involved in the sales letter. So you actually get to be part of editing and tweaking and adjusting your sales letter. Your free report that's generated. Those things are all now editable and allow you to work with the process. And I just saw lesson 3 just finished. Okay. So, and I'm curious, what do you guys, those of you who are Push Button AI customers, how many of you are going to use this new site building experience? What do you think of this? Do you like how this is coming out? And there's a couple of things. One is it puts control in your hands if you want it. But it's optional. So if you want the just magic push button, hit a button and let the AI do everything, you still can do that. But if you want the control, you now have this. Well, you will soon as we can push it to our production servers. It does make the process, it takes a little longer. You have to be more involved in it, but it gives you the power of more control. Okay. Also, the way these lessons are being generated have been adjusted. So there are some improvements that have been made on the lessons themselves. So the quality of the content coming out in the lessons should be also improved with this new release. And we took some feedback from many of you who had specific things that you were asking for changes on how the content is generated. And those, I can't say we took everyone's feedback, but for the most common issues, the biggest things that were being reported and asked for, we worked those in, and that's part of what you're going to see on this new release. And let me see, the next thing I want to check, give me a moment. I want to check to see if I can show you our new AI image generator, which is also a brand new release. So let's see. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see here. One sec. Nope. Okay. I can't demo this today, unfortunately. All right. Well, that will be next week. Okay. So, yeah, there we go. So that is the release that we're working to push live this week. Next week, it looked like we didn't make our deadline, but we have an all new image generation tool that will be released at no additional charge to everyone in Push Button AI. And what it enables you to do is, let's say you go in, we have our drag and drop editor, right? So you can go into any page on your website, use our drag and drop editor to edit your sales page, create blog posts. And an example might be a blog post. Well, you want an image to go on that page or on that blog post. Well, up until now, you would have had to go off. You could go over to a tool like Midjourney, or there's a variety of other places. You go off, you have to mess around over there, try to come up with a good image, save it, then go to your website, edit it, make it fit, upload it to the website. Well, now it all happens on your Push Button AI site. You just, while you're making your page or while you're editing your page, you hit a button and you say, I want an image for this blog post that shows, I don't know, like one I did on my dog training site was a dog pulling on a leash. Hit the button, and then in moments, right as I watch, it creates the image, an image that never existed before that I have full rights to use on my own website, and it puts it in the blog post for me. And I can adjust how big it is, how small it is. I can change it. Is it centered? Is it off to the left? Does the text wrap around it? I can edit all of that stuff, just like I'm using Microsoft Word. And you don't ever have to leave your Push Button AI site. You don't have to go to Midjourney. You don't have to go to any other image editing tool. It's just done right there as you're editing your pages on your Push Button AI website. So that is next week's release. So I wasn't able to show you this week. So I'll bet by next Wednesday, when we're on together live, that this will be released, and I'll be able to show it to you, not in development, but on our live production server. Okay. So those are two updates that are coming to the platform. And again, if you're not yet a Push Button AI member and you'd like to learn how do you get access to this tool, then what you'll want to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo. And when you're there, you can actually request a one-on-one demo. So you actually can work with someone, see all of this in action, find out if it's a good fit for you. And if you decide to join and be part of our early access program, then you'll be able to have your very own business by the next day. That's how fast you can have a business online and ready to take orders. So if you're interested in learning out more about this, about how the technology works, schedule your free demo. And again, that's pushbutton.ai/demo. And there you go. Cool. I see John asked a question. With the new interface, can you export your course? Not yet. So yeah, stay tuned. You may have options to export it into a PDF, export it into a variety of different ways, and even integrations with other site building platforms. So there you go. And so let's do this. We could do a quick round of questions on this topic. And actually, you know what we'll do? So we'll do questions on the topic of this new release or anything. Just ask me anything. I notice we've been on now for nearly 2 hours. So apologies for the tech disruptions today. But let's do open questions. Ask me anything. If there's anything I can do to help you with your business. Maybe you need help with traffic. You need help with a sales strategy. You're trying to help, with a little bit of coaching, advice. You're having an issue that you have. Whatever it might be, ask now. The only thing I can't do live is customer service and tech support. So I can't do either of those things for you while we're live. But anything strategically, anything that's coaching related or problem solving, I am all ears and ready to answer and help you any possible way I can. And so on that, producer Nick, are you still out there?
I am.
All right. Do we have any questions?
Yeah. So, Troy, because we've been teasing this the content as we produce our newsletter. You wanted to know the newsletter training. What's the status on that?
Yeah, that got derailed. Do you think I think we could probably do that next week.
I think so.
Yeah, we have something. It's hard to explain. We have something. We're doing an experiment. This is a live experiment where we started a newsletter from scratch, and we're recording training to teach everybody else how to do it. And we ran into a snag, which I'll reveal the snag when we do our first training session. So, yeah, we ran into a problem, and so I'll tell you all about that and how we turned it around and how it's profitable. But yeah, so. Apologies for the delay, but we still plan to do that training on how to build a newsletter business from scratch.
We have a comment from, not a question, but just an observation from Blake. And he says, man, push button AI just gets better and better.
Good. Yeah, I agree.
This is from John. And I know it's a little broad. This is very general. So I don't know how you want to take this, but he says he needs help with traffic.
Okay. Well, I can answer that question.
Yeah, well, that's all he says. He needs help with traffic. I don't know. I guess it's very broad.
Yeah. Who else needs help with traffic? Let me know in the chat. How many of you actually are at the point where you're ready to get traffic and you just can't quite figure it out and you're struggling with it? Let me know in the chat how many people are struggling with this right now. You need traffic and you're just not sure where to start. Okay, got a few people. Oh, actually, too, I see people asking about that they think they missed the presentation. Yeah, so today's show wasn't a sales webinar, so this is just me helping. So we did content today, just teaching. The video will stay here on YouTube, so we're going to be ending the show here shortly, and when we end it off, it will be here. You can just rewind it and watch the whole show if you want to. So no worries if you missed it. But okay, it looks like there's quite a demand for that. Okay. All right. Well, to answer the traffic question, basically, if you're at the point where you need to get traffic, the key is there are many ways to get traffic. Like it's an endless, I could sit here and give you 127 different ways you could get traffic. The question is, which one is right for you? That's the biggest barrier at the beginning is, maybe paid ads are the right thing for you. Maybe a search engine strategy. Like I did training today on how you use Reddit and Google to try to get search engine traffic, right? Maybe that might be the right strategy. Maybe you should be doing social media. Maybe you should be focused on Twitter. Maybe you should be doing YouTube. Like there's an endless number of ways. And I think where most people get stuck is they're unsure which one is the right strategy. And the other one is they dabble, right? Because they're unsure, they'll dabble in one. And because they don't get a fast, quick result, they sort of go, maybe that doesn't work. So I'm going to try this other one. I'll dabble with it. I don't get any results. So I quit. I'll dabble over here. And that is also the problem. But I think all of this comes from the uncertainty of knowing which traffic strategy is the right one to apply for you. And the thing is, it depends on your niche market. There are different traffic strategies for different niche markets. It depends on you, not just your business, but you, because some traffic strategies take time. Others take money. So based upon your budget and how much time you have, it becomes a really difficult question to answer of like, how do I get traffic? Well, that depends on your unique situation. And so one thing I want to point out for those of you who are push button AI, anybody who's in our early beta access programs gets access to some training called Traffic Generation Revealed. And so look in your members area or ask support if you don't know where it is or how to find it, and get access to that. And in Traffic Generation Revealed, that's the primary focus, especially in the beginning. It's a course that helps you figure out which traffic strategy you should use. It even has a quiz that you can answer, and the quiz will help you come up with the right strategy. But in general, if you have budget and you have money that you can invest in in your business, then you should go for a paid strategy. Paid traffic strategies are always fastest. If you want fast results, a paid traffic strategy is going to work for you. And that could be paid YouTube ads. That could be paid Google search ads. It could be paid TikTok. Even their ad platform is pretty mature and gets some good results. Of course, you got paid Facebook ads. There's a whole variety of them. And so then it comes down to what niche you're in as to which one is the right choice. But if you want fast results and you have a budget, then paid ads is always going to be my go-to answer. If you do not have a budget, well, then you're going to have to devote time and you're going to have to be patient. Free traffic strategies take commitment, they take time, and they take consistency. So that's the first question to ask yourself if you're trying to work out your strategies is, do you go paid or do you go free? And you now know, that there is no like free traffic strategy that just gets you a flood of millions of visitors. That just doesn't exist. And I know people like to kind of bait you into thinking it does. But I want to be straight with you. I don't want to be, blowing smoke here. The truth is, free traffic strategies take time, they take commitment, and they take consistency that you need to stay focused on them. Whereas paid traffic, you can begin to see results pretty fast. So there you go. I see Matthew talking about Bing ads, and our Jake on our team, on the Push Button AI team, has done an extensive amount of Bing ads as an example. I mean, he's driving millions of clicks off of Bing ads. And people don't realize that Microsoft Bing is still a really good source of traffic. Cool. Yeah, Matthew says it. Quality traffic is not free. So the truth is you will either pay for it with your time and with waiting, or you'll pay for it with budget and money on paid ads. That's at the end of the day. Okay, that was a very long answer, but do we have another question?
I think I'm trying to keep up. Been a lot of messages. So this one, this is a question that was asked before we started talking about traffic. And I'm not sure which tool they're referring to. I think they might be referring to Push Button, or they might be referring to something from the Reddit segment, but I'll just read it to you.
Okay.
Can you use the tool to analyze Excel data or connect to tools like Google Search Console and Adobe Data or Google Sheets to automate insights creation from existing data sets?
Okay, so that you can do that, what you're describing. You cannot connect directly. You can't take, like, for example, ChatGPT and connect it to your Google Search Console. And for those of you who don't know what Google Search Console is, it's a thing you can sign up for, and you basically have to prove that you own your website, and then Google will report data about about how it ranks your website, what keywords you're ranking for, things like that. And that's called the Google Search Console. Now, there's no way to automatically connect that to ChatGPT that I know of at this moment, but you can download reports and download spreadsheets from anywhere, whether it's the Google Keyword Planner, whether it's your ranking data or other data from Search Console, whether it's from Google Analytics. You can download data into spreadsheets and you can upload those into ChatGPT. In fact, we did a segment on that. Do you know if is that video posted, Nick? On Code Interpreter, or now what they call it? Advanced Data and Analytics is what they call it now.
Yeah, let me link it.
Cool. So we'll pop that into the chat. You can watch a video that goes into that tool and teaches you how to use it. But you can do that by uploading your spreadsheets and having ChatGPT do some pretty in-depth analysis of those spreadsheets. And, yeah. And I'd like to take a quick ad break. So let's do another ad experiment. So I'm going to go into our streaming dashboard. I'm going to push out another ad. So everybody, let me know, do you get an ad and what's it for? So we're going to do our ad break marketing test starting right now. Okay, I've hit the button. And so, of course, you premium users, you don't get ads. And some of you may not see ads. But those of you who do probably don't hear me. But when you come back, let me know what kind of an ad did you get during the stream. Cool. Yeah, so looks like everyone's watching ads. So let me know what kind of an ad did you get? No ad? Okay, no ad from Chaos Dragon. Matthew is a premium, so he gets no ads. Of course, producer Nick, no ads. Troy got an Alka-Seltzer cold and flu ad. Huh. Jerry got no ad. Samantha got a Qantas Air ad. Okay. Another premium. Somebody else got no ad. An animated dinosaur coming out of an egg. Well, that's interesting. Cool. Well, affiliate marketing for beginners. That's pretty targeted. Ads with Azar. Don't know what that is. I wish I could get rid of Facebook ads, says Matthew. Yeah, I mean, isn't that the beauty of it? All of us, we don't want to see ads, but we also need ads to drive traffic to our business. So yeah, I hear you. But yeah, that's why I happily pay for YouTube Premium. And I also know it's kind of a fair. I don't know the exact how much a premium visitor watcher is worth to me on my YouTube channel, but I know they take a percentage of the money you pay for premium and they distribute it to all the videos that you watch. So the video makers still get compensated for your eyeballs when you're paying attention to their videos and their live streams and stuff. So that's pretty darn useful. And then, cool. Oh, it's a video chat software. Okay, got it. All right, cool. Well, let's continue with our final round of Q&A. And I want to remind everyone that if you're not yet a PushButton AI member, you need to go now. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo. Register there. Schedule your appointment. You'll need 2 steps. You register, and then you schedule your appointment, and it will be a one-on-one session, and someone will show you on screen live, and they'll work with you to figure out what niche market you should be in if you don't already know. And they'll show you the power of how PushButton AI can literally launch an entire business for you while you watch. So yeah, you can do all of that with a quick and easy demo. Just go to pushbutton.ai/demo. All right, producer Nick, what else we got?
So I don't remember if you had answered this or not, but on the topic of traffic, what criteria do you use to determine which traffic source is the best?
Well, we got into that a little bit in that answer, right? So the first thing I do is I try to define, am I looking for a paid or a free solution? And that's based largely on me, right? So do I have a budget or do I have time? And I have to make that decision. Then once you decide free or paid, then it comes down again. It's like this is a little bit lengthy. In fact, we have an entire course about this. That's our traffic generation revealed course. The entire start of the course is about how do you figure out which strategy to use. So it's really in depth and hard to answer in a quick package of a quick answer. But some examples might be if you're comfortable being on camera, maybe then YouTube is a great place to go for free traffic, right? Or if you're comfortable on camera and you're doing paid traffic, again, maybe YouTube is in a good place to go for doing some paid ads. If you're comfortable being on video, then that would be a good solution for you. If you hate the camera and you don't want to be on video, okay, then maybe you might want to look into blogging and getting free traffic from the search engines as a way to get traffic. So some people hate the idea of writing and search engine rankings and all that stuff. So then that's not the right strategy for you. And then there's a variety of them. Maybe if you're really good with design and graphic artists and you love Canva, the tool to make this stuff, well, then maybe Pinterest might be a good place for you to get free traffic. Right. So that's, that gives you some insight into some of the decision making about it, because anything free is going to take commitment and a long-term consistent approach. And for example, we recently started this YouTube channel, right? So I used to do a lot of stuff many years ago, doing live streaming and YouTube and stuff. And then we actually started up this channel just a few months ago. And I'll tell you, my commitment was I knew I was in for a year. I was going to have to work on this channel for a solid year before I'm going to get any kind of really big traffic numbers as far as free traffic goes. Okay. So, which to some people that sounds kind of scary, right? Like I'd have to be committed and be all in for a whole year. But I will get wins. Like I'm already getting customers from the channel at the size of it is now. It's a little channel, really. And we're already getting paying customers from the activities of this free YouTube channel. And it's only going to get bigger. But in terms of it being like a big powerhouse of traffic and making lots and lots of sales, that's probably a year down the road of me staying consistent on this channel before we hit that. So, okay, anyway, back to questions.
All right. I like that answer, by the way. I personally find that very helpful.
Cool.
Yes. So, I'll read this one from Sophia. She says, I need to see how AI will create on its own and then try it with your new option.
So say that once more. I missed something here.
Yeah, I'm just going to read what she says. She says, I need to see how AI will create on its own and then try it with your new option.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, if I don't remember if you're a customer yet or not. If you're not, the best place to do that is with our free demo. Again, pushbutton.ai/demo. And then one thing, I can return to our demo. So these are examples of the content that have been created by the AI, right? So here's a piece of content that teaches someone how to create an exercise plan. And it's good. I mean, I can tell you just in my personal experience, I've been very happy with the content that it generates. Okay. So here's another lesson 4. So here are all the lessons that it's going to generate. Each of these was written and created by AI. Talking about strength training. So again, pretty good. So each of these lessons, by the way, each lesson tends to be somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 words of content is what it roughly, it varies, but that's approximately what it comes out with. And so here are all the lessons that the thing generated. And so, by the way, to continue my little demo, if we go to next steps, let's see. Now what it's going to do is it's generating our sales page. So, and we get a chance to edit all the content on the sales page before it gets pushed to our website. So again, this is the optional flow of if you want to be involved with the creation of content, you can do that. And so the other option, we'll go here. The other option is always that you just hit the button and let it just do everything. But if you want to be involved, you'll now have this new experience that you'll be able to go through. So when it finishes writing the sales letter, I'll bring it back up so you can see. All right, next question.
Not quite a question, but I do see from Blake, he says he's working on a few faceless YouTube channels. I don't know, that's something we've covered in the past and talked about.
This is one of the things where I wish I could like clone myself a bunch of times, because I would love to do, I have a couple different ideas for faceless YouTube channels that I wish I had the time to do. I know, Nick, you and I have talked about a couple of them, but.
Yeah. I see, I'm just looking through the chat. Someone had asked how much does push button cost? What's the price?
Well, that depends. So we have anywhere from what we call our light version all the way up to our ultimate version, which includes a one-on-one coach to help you launch your business. So it varies quite a lot. I will say it's not inexpensive. It's not cheap. But if you want to learn all about the features and the pricing and all of that, then you should get your demo. So demo would be the best way to learn that. So, but I will say straight up for transparency, it's not an inexpensive solution. You get what you pay for, as they like to say, right?
I do think we're caught up.
Oh, and the sales page is done. Here, let's show everybody. Okay. Get Fit and Build Muscle, a self-directed online course for men over 50. And then it goes through, and here's our sales letter. So unlock your potential and achieve your goals, lose weight and look healthier, build muscle, improve cardiovascular health, increase flexibility. So here's our it's a long form sales page. So again, in our new site build experience, you can edit this. So if you want to, maybe we'll take that and we want to make it underlined. I don't know. We can do that. Oh, that's cool. It gives us a word count. So you can see that I didn't even know that was a feature. But there you go. And then we can take that. We can make it bold. If we wanted to add, you want to make sure you can spell, but whatever. We can turn that and make it into our own headline. Let's go. There we go. Heading 1, right? So anyway, now you can go through this whole process and be part of the editing, and then we go on to our next steps. So now it's going to build our free report. So it's building the free report, and we get to be involved with that too. We can edit it before it builds the site. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff it builds. So when you go through the done with you process, you get to be part of that and go through that lengthy process. Or you can just hit the button and all this stuff is done behind the scenes and you don't even have to be involved with it at all if you choose. Okay. All right, cool. Well, I'm waiting for that to finish. I want to show everybody the final couple of steps of the process here. So it's creating the report. It's 40% done, 60% done, it's still going. But let's do a last final round of questions before we wrap things up. So everybody, let me know, how can I help you? It's important to me to help you. So whether you're a push button AI customer or not, whether you're a member of one of my various businesses, websites, software products, whether you are or not, I'm here on this live show because I want to help you grow your business. So if you have anything I can help you with, please ask it. Just pop it into the chat. I want to make sure that you come away from this session with some valuable insights, with some, one of those aha moments, right? And so now's your chance. Ask any questions. Ask me anything about a strategy, a tactic, some troubleshooting, whatever you might need. And then we're going to wrap it up. And here, the free report is done. Let's take a look. So here's our free report that we can give away to get subscribers. All done, all written for us, okay? So that is how we do it. And then, here we go. It's complete. So now all the course materials are complete and we can go on to building the site. And so what happens from there, you click the button and then it helps you pick a domain name. So it will literally help you find a killer domain name. Yesterday, the AI found me an awesome 2-word domain name that I cannot believe was not registered. And the AI found it for me. So who else here is a push button AI customer and you have found a great domain name? Let me know in the chat. I can't tell you how many I've found. Some of them are domains that would literally be worth, like I could probably go sell it on the domain market for $2 or $3 grand. The one I got yesterday, that 2-word domain name, easily a $3,000 domain name. And the AI found it, and I would have never thought of that domain. And I do see Matthew's question about, is this creating PLR products? And the short answer is no to that. So Push Button AI creates all original, all new, all written from scratch by artificial intelligence. So it is not PLR. That's also known as private label rights. If you're not familiar with that, that's where you can kind of go. There are some inexpensive places you can go and kind of buy content. Like you can buy a course or a sales letter and you get a license. That's the private label license. So you get a license to put your name on it and sell it as your own product. Private label rights material can be okay. It can be good. Most of it, 80% or more of it is kind of not so great. It's kind of junk, just to be honest. So this is not PLR. It's got nothing to do with PLR. It's all original, written from scratch, based on, like you saw how you got to pick the outline of what you want in the course. So you literally control every lesson in the course. You literally control the outline that is used for the AI to generate it. And it can be on any topic you can imagine, can be created and turned into a course. Okay. Okay. Nick, do we have any other questions?
I'm just doing a quick check. I think that's it. We have from Dick French. He says, if you don't want to use my image, what do you recommend as an alternative? I think he's talking about the site builder.
Oh, well, not for the site builder doesn't use. So, well, I think maybe you're talking about the avatar videos. I think.
Heygen. Maybe he's talking about Heygen.
Yeah, yeah. So in an example, you can create a fake avatar. Like you can literally create a photorealistic avatar of a spokesperson for your company. You can create that image and then use it instead of yourself. And we actually taught you how to do this on an earlier training. Is the DID training published, Nick?
Oh, yeah, let me pop that in there.
So we have training on another tool called DID that can do exactly what you're asking for. It can create, and we use it a lot in our ads. We'll create avatars of imaginary people and then use them to run ads with. So you can check that training out, and we'll pop that into the chat. And I'm having it look for domain names for me. So the AI is looking for domains right now. And it's a whole hodgepodge of domains here. So I'm trying to find the ones that are available. It's a little confusing because I have hundreds of domains that it's suggesting from old sites I tried to build. musclegains101.com. Let's see. Muscle building success, muscle building journey. That's pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, I'm distracted by all these domains it's suggesting to me. Wow, ultimate fitness course is available. That's cool. I like that. Ultimate muscle transformation. Yeah, so ultimate fitness course. So that's the domain that it recommended that I kind of like that one. So, I'll show you. You guys, you're staring at me, not the screen. So these are all a bunch of available domains for a variety of things. So you have to kind of ignore this. I've been searching for lots of different sites, but right here is the domain suggested that I like, that I could use. So literally I could just click the available button and start building my site. And so everything you saw me create with the AI would just be published to my website. All the pages would be designed for me. All the formatting would be done. All the plugins would be installed. The theme would be set up. shopping cart would be set up, and the whole business is launched and published online. And all I got to do is click the available button and go through. There's like a little wizard thing you go through, and then it launches your business. So there you go. I like that. Ultimate fitness course. I give you permission to steal it, whoever wants that domain. Okay, so that wraps us. So I want to remind you, if you haven't yet scheduled your demo, what's up? Go to pushbutton.ai/demo and get your demo so you can go through the process like I just showed and find out how it can work for you to build your own online internet business. So that's pushbutton.ai/demo. And are there any final questions, Nick, or are we wrapping up?
I see one more. You want to take one more? All right. If it finds a domain name that you like, how is the purchase done?
Well, if you're a brand new customer, if you've never used any of my hosting and site building tools before, we give you a free domain name. So we just take care of it. You can buy domains. We sell what are called domain credits. It's $13.99 right now per domain per year. And then it all gets handled here. So we'll either buy the domain and set everything up for you, or if you have an existing domain that you'd like to use, you can do that too. So you can point your existing domain to the servers, and it can build it on any domain that you might have registered somewhere else, or it can just register the domain for you and set everything up all built in, all as part of this system. So. All right. Well, then that brings us to our final ad break. So I'm going to hit the ad button, and then let's see what kind of an ad we get. And but that is it for today's show. I hope you got value out of this. Did you like the show? Did you learn anything? Was it fun? Did you have, was it worth hanging out with me today? Let me know in the chat. I sure hope I brought you some kind of value, one of those aha moments where you learned something new today. But I hope in some way, somehow, I brought value to your day today. And here is our ad break. All right. So the ad is being pushed out, Nick. So we'll let that finish. And those people are still watching, but kind of the behind the scenes. But so Nick, one thing I realized we need to do is remake all of our ads and make new versions for our new demo sales formula funnel. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I'm talking to myself.
Oh, I just ran for a bathroom break real quick. I just got back.
I was saying I just realized all of our ads, we need to remake them for the new demo funnel. Since the free class funnel, we're focusing on the demo funnel now, so we need to remake all of those. Okay.
I find that a lot of fun, the whole storyboarding and mid-journey and then going over to runway and then kind of stitching it all together. It's very fun. So I look forward to that.
Cool. All right. All right, everybody, which, by the way, I'll let you all in on some testing secrets. So we're testing a new sales funnel. If you didn't notice, we have been doing a free masterclass where people can attend our webinar. And we're switching, and we're now testing what's called the book a call funnel, where people have to book a call, do a live demo, and it's a whole different sales funnel. So we're right in the middle of testing that. But when we're done, I'll share my results with you. If you're curious about which one makes more money, I will tell you all on a future show. But on that note, we're heading out of here. Thank you, Nick, for all your help today. And Samantha and Jay, I saw out there helping in the chat as well. And everybody who tuned in, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.